you started with 16. And that carryover is an incentive, I think, for some kids. So anyway, so that's just how we do it. It's kind of it's a lot of statistics, but it's, you know, I like statistics, so that's my pleasure in life. Okay, the next 2 pages, 18 and 19, that's, we post the sheet, we go over the sheet a few times during the season. This is what we expect you to do when you get to a meet. How many times have we as coaches seen kids 5 minutes away from a race lounging around, right? So we don't get 100% on this. I wish we would, but generally it's really helped us in our warm-up and the expectation. And as a coach, we can kind of say, hey, you know, you got a race in 25 minutes, what are you doing? You know, one thing, we go to the Mankato State Showcase meet the 3rd Saturday in the season, and I tell the kids to watch Stillwater's distance runners warm up. It's amazing. I don't know if any of you guys have watched that, but man, they might run the mile at 1 o'clock, and it seems like they're moving the whole day. So, but I think that is something that we're trying to instill more and more in, you know, for injury prevention, for performance, you know, is just a warm up. Then on page 20 is our schedule. We have pretty much small meets in March and April, and it's very purposeful. We want to give every kid a meet every week. And you know, if you go to a meet with 2 per entry or something, you can't do that. And we do have the Blue Earth Invitationals, more of 2 per meet, and then the Hamlin meet, of course, if we get somebody qualified. But otherwise, those are all small meets, and with unlimited entries. And then you'll see in May it narrows down, and I always feel bad in May for the kids who aren't a varsity competitor, because it's tough to find the meets in May. So what we've done is we do have the second week of May, which is like week 9 overall. We try to have a meet for them. We have an inter-squad meet, because there really isn't anything else available for us. It's just during one of the days of that week. In week 10, we have a home quad, and it's the day before True Team State. If you're in True Team State, you're going to run your JV team. But say it's a 7 through 12 meet. We just throw anybody in the mile. It's 7 through 12 together. You know, and the junior high really responds well to that situation. But we have a meet for everybody for 10 weeks. In the Sentinel Relays, we have that week off till Friday, but we have our JV running against the smaller varsity schools. So, so we do get a meet every week for the kids from the second week of the season to the 10th week, sometimes 2. And then after that, you know, you're at subsection. And then the last thing, I guess, this was I just, in my good old freehand printing, I just jotted this down the day before True Team last year. The last page there. It was going to be a miserable day. It was a miserable day. And so, you know, I just sent this out in a tweet, and I also handed it out in practice. You know, keep your feet warm and dry, many pairs of socks, etc., etc. And then just a couple things. You know, when I was growing up and stuff, Bud Grant was the football coach for the Vikings, and you know, he never had heaters on the sidelines and all that stuff at the old net, and that kind of gelled with me. In cross country, we were in AA, and we've been second in '86 and '87, and '88 came. We had a chance to win, and so did Alexandria, and so did Winona. And here's a blizzard overnight. It was about 6 inches of snow, and we stretched on the snowbank. We didn't have a tent, and we were able to finally beat those guys and win the state. So those things kind of made an impression on me, and you know, we kind of have a little saying: there's no bad weather, just bad preparation. And so, you know, we don't cancel meets much, we maybe cancel practice once a year. And, everybody thinks I'm sick, but anyway, and we don't have a tent. Now I did say at this meet we could bring your own tent if you wanted, but, and the reason we don't have a tent is it has to do with atmosphere of the team. I see so many teams that have tents and that's where the kids stay, and they don't know really what's going on in the meet, and they don't cheer for their teammates. And so to me, now you can have a tent and you can do that. Don't get me wrong, I know you can. But now it's kind of this tradition thing, so I'm kind of stuck whether I want it or not. And in fact, the parents one day made up this T-shirt and gave everybody one. On the back is my face. It says, "We don't need no stinking tent." And so but I think we usually use our home base as the bleachers on the back stretch, and that's a great place to watch a meet. Or tell the kids, go to the long jump, go to the shot put, be watching your teammates. But we want them to be engaged in the meet, not just do their thing and then go sit in the tent for 2 hours. So that's just a personal thing, but it's just something we do. I'm a little anal about leave times. I always put some weird number, like 11-minute leave. Kids remember it. I don't know why, but they do. So anyway. And we talk about mental toughness a lot. So that's what I got. And thank you for your attention. Any final questions before we wrap it up? Anything at all? Okay, well, thank you very much for your attention. Enjoy the week.